This is Dave Simon. Just wanted to talk today about how to get your student rock bands to really sound their best. In a recent Music Lesson Business Academy podcast, Danny Thompson had talked about how a band is only as good as their drummer, or he didn't say those exact words, but it was really talking about the importance of the drummer in a rock band. And I agree with Danny 100% in that the drummer is able to, job is to bring the band together and kind of get everyone rhythmically lined up. And but I would also add to that the singer carries has a special role in the band, and that if you've got a good drummer, good guitarist, good keyboardist, good bassist, and they're grooving together, and the singer comes in and is singing off key, well, that's kind of it, for the band. I mean, it's that dissonance is really gonna have a negative impact on the audience perception of the song. So getting your singer locked in, on key, singing out loudly, getting up on the microphone, singing from the heart is also, I think, just as important as getting the drummer lined up. Not that the guitars and all the chordal instruments aren't important, but I think the untrained ear is a little more forgiving when it comes to guitars and keyboards kind of sliding around a bit with their harmony and not being so spot on. The untrained ear, they really, it relates to the singer. It's everyone can sing on some level. Everyone can relate to it. The ear goes to it. People judge a song on whether it's good or not based on what the singer is doing. And people can also relate to the drummer. It's such a visceral experience drumming and watching drums or watching a drummer, and just that the repetition of the rhythm when that's locked in and spot on, it allows the listener to participate in terms of just feeling time, within their own within their own body. So getting a good singer, a good drummer, so key, or getting them, bringing out the best of them in them when you're working with the band is key. And I want to talk a little bit about how to do that. How do you get a band full of 11, 12-year-olds to sound really great? With the drummer, the key thing is not caving in to a student's request for them to play a harder drum beat. I run into that a lot, where the kid feels that their drum beat isn't hard enough. Now, they're going to probably take that complaint to their parent as well, and you'll probably hear from the parent as well if they're complaining about that. And I always say to the student, and I always say to the parent, look, there's some musical fundamentals with drumming. I don't care how good you are, you need to always work on those. You always need to work on your groove. You need to always be working on your finesse. And finesse is a hard thing to explain to a kid, but I'll say, look, you're going to have 10 drummers playing the exact same drum beat. Each one will sound a little bit different. Each one will have a little bit of a different personality. Don't worry so much about your drum beats becoming more complex. Focus more on getting your job done as a drummer. I have a tendency to want to simplify the drum parts. I feel like a kid might be struggling or speeding up when they go into the chorus when there's a new drum beat. I feel like kids in general struggle with transitioning from one beat to another, and I'm more likely to say, don't change your drum beat when we go to the chorus. Just keep that same beat. Focus on getting your job done. And then with singers, I often find that the number one problem that singers have in rock bands is that the songs aren't pitched right for them. You get an 11-year-old girl singing a song that was originally written for a 28-year-old guy, you're probably going to run into some issues with this girl's ability to sing in key. And what I've noticed that if a song is pitched too high or too low for a singer, instead of them trying to hit those notes, they'll just sing in some key that just works for them. They'll literally sing in a different key. And for those of you who teach, you've probably had moments where if you're dealing with singers in a lesson where they're not matching the notes you want them to. And when I've had that happen, I'll go, okay, this kid's singing in this key. I'm going to find that key on the piano. Kid, this is your key that you're singing in. Oh, let's move it to this other key. So that's usually the number one reason your singers don't sound good. Also, a lot of kids get shy. They sing way off the mic, or they sing too quietly. So the way I work with them on this is I always sing along with them during practice. Sometimes I'll sing off mic and show them how loud, how I can project and still be heard somewhat. And that will encourage them to sing louder. Also getting two kids in the group to double up the chorus, singing in unison, is super helpful. For some reason, when people sing in a group, it's like their ears kind of rely on the other person to show them where the note is. And I've noticed that kids sing better on key when there's two of them singing. A lot of my band coaches wait until the song is up on its feet before they bring in the singer. I like to bring in the singer right away, or at least address the singing. Let's say one of the guitar players is going to be the lead singer. I'll pitch the song before we start learning it to figure out what's going to work best for that kid. Say to that child, look, let's get up, let's learn the song. In a couple weeks, you'll start singing. But trying to bring that singing component in earlier as opposed to later is always super helpful. Hope you find this helpful and get your bands sounding better.